y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well, and yeah, I'm glad that you're here. Now look at here, I'm not really too thrilled to have to do this story, okay? Just like everybody else who was probably shocked around the world. Maybe some people felt that they weren't too shocked that they would see something going on, because the bottom line is we're in, what is it, the Mercury retrograde, and boy, is it doing its thing. And all kinds of crazy stuff has been going on for the last few days, and this is one story that to me was one of those crazy things that happened, and definitely something that pretty much seems like, we don't know if everything is what it appeared to be originally. So we're going to get into the story. Yeah, so much so that I've dedicated this video to just this story. But yeah, here I am, minding my own darn business, just trying to get my videos out and do my filming, going over some Real Housewife recaps or reviews. So if you haven't gotten a chance to catch those, make sure that you do. I've dropped a few in the last day and a half or so. And so if you're interested in those shows and you're watching those, definitely take a peek at those. So as I'm running through my own situation, do what I need to do, like most of everybody else is doing in the world, then of course everything, all alerts everywhere starts popping off. Pew, 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 pew. You know how it goes, right? Anything that takes place, anything that's done with Nelly or Ashanti, it's going viral right now. And in most cases, we love that. Not this time. Now, of course, if you might have saw, I think the day before, there was an issue with T.I. and mistaken identity. And yeah, I don't know all about that, but that was one that was kind of like, what the heck is really going on, right? But here we go. Nelly, front page and center, right? Picture everywhere. Story everywhere. I mean, it hit viral like nobody's business. It first started off within a blog, and the next thing you know, 10 blogs picked it up, 10 stories picked it up, and so forth and so on. You know how it goes. But what I did find to be interesting is that as the beginning story was unfolding, it seemed like it was quickly changing, because certain outlets such as TMZ and others were also picking up the story as well. So as I was kind of not able to get out and share about this at that time due to time constraints and other projects that I was working on, things were kept developing. So I was actually kind of glad to see that there was a bit more of an update to what I was previously hearing, because I was hearing stuff that he was actually stopped on the road and this, that, and the other. Basically, the sharing that is now being out, which I think is the most recent and up to date that we know of at this point, is very different than what it started out as far as what I saw when things were first taking hold. So I am glad to say that there might be some things here that might fold out or, work out differently than what it seemed like at first. But of course, with all things here, things are alleged at this point, and we're just going to go right on into it. Now, my source that I'm getting this article reference from is from abcnews.go.com. So the story's out there with the most updated information. TMZ is also reporting it as well, because what gave us the update to what was actually happening is that Nelly's attorney came out and spoke to what he is sharing actually took place, right? So again, all things are alleged at this point, and we're just going to watch and see how things unfold with this case. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into this article and let's see what they're saying at this point. All right, so now, according to, again, abcnews.go.com, rapper Nelly, as we all know, yesterday, Wednesday, because this is Thursday, August 8th, but on August 7th, rapper Nelly was arrested, unfortunately, and accused of having illegal DRUGSs. His lawyer says, though, the case will die. And of course, naturally, because of, some of the word coverage that takes place on YouTube, we'll be changing some things around just to make it YouTube friendly. But you know what I'm talking about, and you could always feel free to go out to the article or the many dozens and dozens and dozens of articles that are out there, and to be able to see exactly for yourself as well. So let's go ahead and get on into the story. Now, rapper Nelly was arrested early Wednesday at St. Louis area casino, and the Missouri Highway Patrol said an officer had found 4 illegal drug pills on him. Apparently, the rapper's attorney said that an overzealous officer targeted him and conducted an improper search. The arrest occurred about 4:45 a.m. and Nelly 49 was held and then released by the police in Maryland Heights, Missouri, the patrol said in a brief online report. The St. Louis suburb is home to the Hollywood Casino and Hotel, and Nelly's attorney, Scott Rosenblum, said in a statement Wednesday evening that the rapper, who grew up in the area, visits it frequently. Online Missouri courts records show that Nelly, whose birth name is Cornell Haynes II, was cited in June of 2018 in Maryland Heights with operating a vehicle without proper proof of insurance. A judge had issued a warrant in December of 2023, and it remained outstanding. Now, Rosenblum said that Nelly had won several casino jackpots, and when he sought to collect them, the officer who would have supervised the transaction needlessly ran a search for warrants. Once the officer found the outstanding warrant, he cuffed Nelly's hands behind his back and felt compelled to parade him through the casino in front of other customers, Rosenblum had said. Nelly's attorney called what the officer found alleged drugs and said the officer did not have probable cause to justify searching him. Nelly wasn't notified of the warrant and did not know about it, Rosenblum said. I am 100% confident this case will go nowhere, Rosenblum said, and we will be asking for an inquiry into this officer's conduct. The Highway Patrol's report provided no details about the arrest, and Maryland Heights Police did not respond to a call Wednesday seeking a comment. Now, Rosenblum also said that in a similar circumstance, any other citizen would have been told to address it and allowed to go on their way. They go on to share that Nelly, a 3-time Grammy Award winner, is known for his hits like Hot in Here and Just a Dream. He's had 4 number-1 hits and received 9 Billboard Music Awards. He recently wrapped up a series of performances with Janet Jackson as a special guest on her tour. He won Grammy Awards in 2002 for Best Rap Song Collaboration and Best Male Solo Rap Performance, and his Nellyville was nominated that year for both Best Rap Album and Album of the Year. He also won a Grammy the following year for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group the following year for Shake It Tell Feather. And beyond his recording career, Nelly has appeared in a number of films and television series, including the sports film The Longest Yard and a BET reality series featuring his family. The artist announced in April he was engaged, which we have now come to find out that him and Shantae are actually married. At least that's what's out being reported as of December of 2023. How ironic. And that they were expecting their baby as well. Now, there has also been some reports that the baby's probably already been born, but we have not seen, any type of footage in regards to that, which is really what I was looking for to go viral, not this. So I guess we'll still be waiting for that for those who are curious to see. And now a related type of case that Nelly has had to deal with in the past, which actually was also shared on his show Nellyville. There was obviously either it happened around the same time, which I think that is what happened, and it ended up airing on the show as well. And that's on BET Plus if you haven't already seen it. So basically something similar to the situation as far as it being involving DRUGS is that in April of 2015, Nelly was arrested and faced felony DRUG charges in Tennessee after a bus he was traveling in was pulled over east of Nashville by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. He had later pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge and was able to have his record expunged after less than a year of probation. So that's kind of a related situation that they wanted to share that he had had to deal with in regards to something under this umbrella. So yeah, as I shared, this was not something that I expected to have seen. And I was, really just feeling like, wow, he can never just have everything okay all the time, right? I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes you be riding high. Okay, no pun intended. But you know what I mean? You're riding happy. Things are going well. They're doing good. And then you come up with something like this. So, looking at the circumstances that are provided in this particular sharing right now and what's been up to date, it does really seem like something is going on for sure. And there seems to be a lot of things that were probably taking place that obviously is being alleged that shouldn't have went that way. So this story is definitely going to continue to evolve, and I'm hoping we will get to some conclusion sooner rather than later, of course. I've seen some people online kind of talk about the situation and share about their states and some of the things that take place for these types of matters and how it would run there. And everyone that I've come across seemed to really share that this was kind of an overreaching of a situation. So, I am interested to see how this really does play out. But I really do have full confidence in Nelly's lawyer that he will have this taken care of, and probably short order, as soon as possible. And I would hope to be able to see that a positive result come to that conclusion for this, so they can get this behind them and continue to keep moving forward. At the end of the day, he is a new father again. If all the reports are true, that the baby's here. We definitely know she was pregnant. So at the end of the day, we got legacy to keep building. These kind of things we don't have time for, right? So hopefully that we will see some end to this situation. Definitely my thoughts go to them, the family, because anyone being in a kind of situation like this, it would really just simply suck. At the end of the day, some people may feel like, maybe this could have been an overreaching situation because he is a celebrity. Some, people often, we see a lot of times where situations can go either way when it comes to celebrity with things, whether things are being taken too far or things are not being addressed enough. So we don't know where this is going to fall as far as the end result, but, the way it's looking, yeah, I think we're going to continue to see some more changes evolve real quickly to this situation. Nelly's been crisscrossing these United States, and he's been doing a lot of shows, and he's really trying to do what he needs to do, right? Him and Ashanti both have been out there and really just entertaining everybody out here. And so this was just really, just a disheartening thing to see happening. But like I said, we are in Mercury retrograde, and it is definitely doing its thing. Hopefully things will start to slow down soon in this kind of arena, but hopefully, more importantly, this gets resolved quicker rather than later. So at this point, definitely got my well wishes out for them. Hopefully the next reporting in regards to the situation will be that's coming to a close, and that maybe all things that initially seemed to be reported, which, there were some wild things being reported, are not going to be what is that situation, and that we will see something that's more in line with what I hope, at least what it is, which is nothing at all. So at this point, definitely if you'd like to leave your thoughts or some of those, any information that you feel like that you would be aware of, because some people were talking about that. And I thought that was interesting for people to at least, have that information and know what it may mean to deal with certain things, such as, obviously driving without, insurance. But again, there was one story that I had saw that it was if that situation, that scenario was kind of brought into that's what happened now. And that doesn't appear to be what the case was. This was an actual 2018 situation that, for whatever reason wasn't dealt with at that point. But then the next thing is, oh, well, wait a minute, it wasn't dealt with because they didn't even know it existed, right? So, we're going to see how everything unfolds. But again, I do hope for a positive result for this situation. But I do thank you for taking the time. I know we did take a little bit of a turn, a little bit of a detour from the recap reviews, but I definitely wanted to get this out, to share, because I was kind of shocked about this. I hate to use the term disappointing, because at first I was, but sometimes I tend to, when I see something like this, I'll wait a minute, kind of hold off on the judgment portion, right? Because, you may not always know how things were going to unfold. And then you can kind of see how things are carrying on. And if it seems to be a certain way, then you can feel a certain way about it. But this situation started to unfold and unravel pretty quickly. And I have to say, like I said, Nelly's attorney got out there real quick. So I feel like, hey, he's going to take care of business on this. And so, we'll just have to see how it goes. But definitely, if you'd like to leave your respectful comments down below, feel free to do so. But let's go ahead and please, if we just keep them respectful, of sure, we're all adults here, and some of us do have valuable information that we can share about this situation, and we're just gonna like me and others who are watching, we're just gonna stay tuned and wait for news and updates on it. Of course, since I'm bringing this to you here on the platform, I do plan to keep you updated on this platform if we should see any more information, which I'm sure we will, regarding this situation and the resolve to what it may be. That also being said, as you know, Justin Timberlake had his situation where he actually appeared in court in July of 26th. So that was about a week and a half ago or so. There is some updates to that particular scenario. So So because I have shared that story originally, I do want to make sure that I provide that update as well. So that'll be coming probably within the next day or so as well. And we can talk about that. And, you can feel free to leave your respectful comments down below as well about that. So that being said, thank you again. Definitely, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that notification bell and become part of the family. Hey, to subscribe here, it's free, of course, as it is everywhere else on YouTube. But I definitely want you to be part of the family, and definitely look forward to, your thoughts about the situation, and your well wishes. If you would like to leave that, that's perfectly great as well. I find it to be extremely helpful because, at this point, hopefully that's what we'll be saying at the end of this situation as it unfolds. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I will be dropping another video. We'll be taking another detour off of this particular situation and going back into the Real Housewives arena, in particular to New Jersey, because there is some updates to the information that I had shared in the recap review of the series finale. Ooh, did I say series finale? Oh my gosh. No, take that back. Season finale. That show's not going anywhere. Okay. We can still save it, people. We can still save it. But there's some updates to that. And I want to definitely go ahead and share that with you. So that will be popping up later on today. So make sure you keep your notification bells ready and to go, so that way you can see when that video pops up on the platform. So with that being said, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I will see you later. Thanks for being here. Bye.